Hello, my name is Sharon K Richards, and I'm on the team that brings you voices of the community of spiritual masters and our off-earth allies, as expressed on weseektoserve.com and thoughtsfromamaster.com. We have recently added a guest speaker to weseektoserve.com, one who wishes to be known as the unknown master serving humanity. We shortened it to Unnamed Master, but the whole name is still there. The Unnamed Master has requested to speak through me. I have no idea what the message is going to be. All I know is that he has asked to speak. So, I would invite in, please, the Unnamed Master. All right, I am here. And I am serving humanity. And I think that that is something that everyone should know. We do not forget that. So if you are assuming that those of us from the community of spiritual masters do serve humanity, then you have a correct assumption. Now the question is, why is it more important now than ever that we make our presence felt here on the physical plane? And the answer has been called many things, but the one that seems to stick is the shift. As Mother Earth goes through her own spiritual initiation, her own spiritual journey, her vibrations increase. And as those vibrations increase, that affects all kingdoms that are associated with her. And that, of course, includes humanity. We are taking this opportunity, I say we, who follow the plan that Mother Earth has laid out for her own spiritual journey. That plan includes, at this point in time, a new civilization for humanity. Now, does a new civilization mean that you turn on the light switch one time, one day, and find that you're living in a totally different place, and everything is fine, and all the wrongs have gone away, and somebody's fairy godmother waved a wand? No. A new civilization built from an existing civilization is a very daunting task. Because the first thing you have to do is understand what is going on in the existing situation. And understand if what exists serves a new and better civilization. And you have to, in order to do that, become very, very aware of what is going on. Now, there are many things in the current civilization that you will find one group or another group pointing at and saying, this doesn't work for us. This doesn't work for humanity. It is time this was changed. There are those things. And for that, it is a matter of getting together a critical mass of people who will coordinate with one another, so that you don't have one group, another group, a third group, a fourth group, all pointing at the same flaw, but unwilling to talk to each other. No, you have to coordinate. The other thing that you must be aware of, and make yourselves aware of, are those things in the current civilization that have become such a standard way of operating, such an accepted practice, that you are no longer aware of them. You have become habituated to whatever they are, and you no longer see. What We Seek to Serve has tried to do in the beginning of this pivotal year of 2013 is to raise awareness. Raise awareness of what is going on in your current civilization. Once you raise your awareness, then you can determine whether or not this should continue and serves a new civilization or whether it does not. Change is not easy. The kinds of change we are talking about to create this new civilization, and I would emphasize the kinds of changes we see from our perspective that must be implemented at your perspective. We cannot do the building. You must do the building. This has been said over and over again. We can be advisors and we can be guides. And we will come closer so that you can reach us to be advisors and guides. Back to awareness. One of the, I would say, from our standpoint, is a significant new awareness, is about our off-earth allies. Not that they exist. You have information, books, newsletters, people who give voice to off-earth allies. You know they exist, or at least a significant portion of humanity knows full well that they exist. What we have done now, from our standpoint of the community of spiritual masters, is to come forward and say, not only do they exist, they have been our advisors and guides and co-workers and friends for a very long time. A very long time. And we simply never said it or stated it or demonstrated it. We let them make their own inroads into humanity, and we continued on our path, even though we worked together. And now we are saying we do work together. We want you to know that we are coming closer to humanity. And we are coming closer to humanity with our friends, the off-earth allies. Master Yeshua has made it clear in, I believe, the April thoughtsfromamaster.com of 2013 that we are all hoping to have an event which demonstrates that we do work together and that we shall appear together. Yes, the off-earth allies have agreed to physically appear. But you see, we cannot provide that event. That must be done by our human partners. We do not control venues. We do not send invitations. We do not take care of advertising. Publicity. So you see, in order to make this happen and to truly raise awareness of our presence among the dense physical and the off-earth allies' presence in the dense physical, we need the cooperation of a group within humanity who is capable of sponsoring such an event. And that is what Master Yeshua, I believe, said in perhaps one sentence. I am elaborating on that. We are hoping that such a group will step forth and volunteer and shepherd this through, because the time has come that this awareness must become part of humanity's mindset as you set about clearing out the institutions that no longer serve, reforming institutions whose functions do not totally serve, but who do have functions that must be maintained in the new civilization. And, of course, creating new institutions to serve the civilization that you have defined and determined to build. We would have, as part of this foundation, the understanding that we of the community of spiritual masters are here and will be here, as will our off-earth allies. That is an awareness that we would like to instill and make part of the foundation that you will be laying. And we need your help to do it. We need the help of a group willing to step forward and sponsor this event, which will demonstrate beyond doubt that we exist and the off-earth allies exist, and that we are working together with you. I think that concludes my message. Thank you very much for listening. I say thank you to the Unnamed Master.